Hi, I'm James and I'm with Bobby Bead. Today we're going to be talking about jump rings, soldered rings, and split rings. There's different reasons to use those, and ultimately it's going to be determined by what you prefer, your preference, also what you're actually making. And so what I'm going to do is try to show you some of the ways that I use them, so that way maybe it'll help inspire you and help you make the decision on which one you should use. So what you see laid out in front of me right now is we have a basic example of what our open or jump ring is called. So they call them open or jump rings. And then you have the example of the split ring. The split ring, you can see it is just like a keychain, and they come in many, many sizes. And then of course we have the soldered type, where they are closed and you're not opening them. So they're great for many, many reasons. Sometimes people use the soldered rings because they like the fact that once they put their jewelry piece through here, that the string or whatever material they're using cannot find the little slit in the ring and then come off. Same thing with the advantages of the split ring is that also it takes time for the string to find its way through, or the thread or the wire, and can offer a great way to put it on, and some people feel that that is more secure. And then of course with the jump ring, the convenience of being able to make your project and then open this up and put it back on is very, very appealing to people. And oftentimes where I see people come in and say, well, my jump ring, the material found its way through the slit and then came out. So what can I do that's different? And on another video, I will talk to you about something called wire guards and how that will help in your project. But for now, let's talk a little bit more about how to use a jump ring. A jump ring is simple, as you would just basically grab one side with one of your tools, and you basically grab the other side with your tool, and then simply just moving it towards each other. One of the things that you never want to do is to pull the jump ring apart. For instance, if I were to take this jump ring and I put it in here and I pull it apart, meaning I'm pulling it away from each other, you're really never going to get that jump ring back together to make it fit perfect. So don't do that. We basically simply want to grab on to our jump ring from each side and simply open it towards each other, and then we have a nice close as we can. And if you find that one of your jump rings is really sitting too far away, most likely it's because it was cut or pulled apart. And so I would suggest just getting a different one. And when you find the best one, or as some people tell you, that you can push them towards each other, and that will work too. That does work. You can push them a little bit towards each other, like push one end towards the other side, and then still just do your side. And then once you have it, then you can see you can manipulate that any which way you need to make sure that you get this to fit pretty close. Now that that's there, now your project will be secure enough so that you do not have to worry about it coming off. There are special tools when considering using your split ring. A lot of people just use their nail to push their nail down inside, start your project, and then work it around. But there are special pliers that you can use for this specific purpose. And one of those pliers basically has a little crow's foot, and that little crow foot basically will do the same exact thing. It'll go down inside and then split the ring for you. Tools are very, very handy, but also can be one of the the costs that can make some of your projects in the very beginning seem like it cost a lot. But once you own the tool and you're using it, the time savings, if used properly, will really, really help you. So again, opening it up and allowing you to put your project on, and then you can then slide your project the rest of the way around. And now the soldered ring. The soldered ring is something kind of fun, and I like to use a lot because if you're using some soft flex or a beading wire and a crimp, what you can do is you can start by putting the crimp onto your wire, and then you're going to take your jump ring and you're going to add it to your project. Then you're going to bring that wire around, put it inside of your crimp, and again, I'm going to do another video on how to do crimps. I'm going to make this very big so we can see how and what I'm talking about. So now that I have my soldered ring and my crimp and on my wire, I simply use my crimping tool, which is an absolute must, and I'll do a video that really lays out how to use a crimping tool properly. I will go ahead and squeeze my crimp, making sure that the wire is not crossed inside and that it has been completely folded, a partial folding, and then I'm going to turn it sideways, and then I'm going to squeeze and finish that fold in half and continue working my way down the tool so that it will completely hold my project. So now that I have that on there, there's literally no way that that's going to come off and that project is nice and secure. Yeah. Thank you for watching Bobby Bead, and my name is James, and I look forward to showing you more videos.